Only on 4, a documentary focused on the Dr. Richard Strauss sex abuse scandal at Ohio State University is going to make its world premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival.
The lineup for the festival was announced this morning. The documentary is called Surviving Ohio State, and it will premiere in June.
NBC4 has learned it will also air later this spring on HBO. The film is produced by George Clooney's production company. It was directed by an Academy Award winner, Eva Orner. Orner's team filmed much of that documentary last year in Columbus, interviewing former Ohio State students and athletes who say they were sexually abused by the former OSU doctor over a 20-year period starting in 1978.
And we should tell you, Colleen was also interviewed for the documentary because of her award-winning series of reports on the Strauss scandal. 5 federal lawsuits filed by Strauss survivors are still pending. They accuse the university of turning a blind eye to the abuse and even actively covering it up.
Now, in a statement today, Ohio State spokesman Ben Johnson said Ohio State led the effort to investigate and expose Richard Strauss. And he says, "We express our deep regret and apologies to all who experienced Strauss's abuse." He goes on to say the university reached settlement agreements with more than half the plaintiffs, 296 survivors, for more than $60 million. You can see that entire statement at NBC4i.com. Ohio State not involved, they say, in the production of the film.
There's some questions about that statement from the university.
Yeah, because, well, for one thing, they say they led the investigation, and I'm sure they mean that Perkins Coie report that the university did pay $6 million for, but that only happened after survivors had gone forward starting in 2018. The first one went to a board meeting, so the survivors were making headlines, and then the study started.
This is an example of why local journalism is so important.
Yeah, I have to say I agree with you. There are a lot of good journalists in this town, and you know, we have to support them.
For sure.